Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha. Now, normally I refrain from discussing topics that don't pertain to video gaming, such as drama and the he said, she said bullshit that seems to ooze out of the site like a festering pustule on the anus of humanity. But I have and will continue to discuss topics that affect content creators on YouTube as a whole. This includes topics like the lawsuit that the Romine brothers leveraged against Jim Sterling, which had the possibility to set a dangerous precedent for games development and publishing companies to be able to silence criticism by wielding lawsuits like a hammer. And also YouTubers like T. Martin and Pro Syndicate that literally broke the law, duped their viewers, and ran a gambling site that they had to jump through so many hoops in order to attempt to justify their existence, it would make a circus monkey shrink in terror. And now, the recent uproar that was started off by Philip Defranco of a subtle change to YouTube's terms of service that, frankly, was not there when I started this channel a year ago, and I know that I was never informed of the change. I still have every single email on my Google account that I've ever received, and I can guarantee there's no such notification from YouTube in there anywhere. But before we discuss the particulars of these advertiser-friendly content guidelines that I will be discussing on this video that is, yes, very much monetized, please allow me a brief moment to violate every single one of those guidelines.
Everything's gotta be clean, crisp, and tasty.
If only Africa had more mosquito nets, then every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying needlessly of AIDS.
Hey, where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Hollywood, California, Yerevan.
And why'd you lead cops on this chase?
Because I got swag, I wanted to make it look good.
Are you on drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
Do you take drugs or alcohol?
What is drugs?
Now, why would he do that, you may ask? Because I fucking can, that's why. These advertiser-friendly content guidelines have the most vague, pandering, social justice warrior-friendly list of rules that I have ever seen. Let's go over them one by one, shall we? Now, YouTube starts off by answering the question, what is advertiser-friendly content? Well, it's content that's appropriate for all audiences. It has little to no inappropriate or mature content in the video stream, thumbnail, or metadata. Oh, by the way, in the metadata tags of this video, I put the following words: shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Now, why would I do such a thing? It seems like I might be deliberately antagonizing there. And you're right, I am. Now, if the video does contain inappropriate content, the context is usually newsworthy or comedic, and the creator's intent is to inform or entertain, not offend or shock. Which, yes, I'm attempting to do that, but also at the same time I am trying to piss a few people off. Why? Well, wait and find out. Now, the content that is deemed not advertiser-friendly includes, but is not limited to, which is legal parlance for we don't want to paint ourselves into a fucking corner here. Firstly, sexually suggestive content, including partial nudity and sexual humor.
Aaron, he's wearing a hat.
This is a yarmulke?
What about my Yama bra?
Wow, yeah, no, you're 16, and that is definitely sacrilegious.
Apparently, sexual content scares advertisers away, because advertising agencies never use sexually suggestive themes to sell products. That would be ridiculous.
No one does Western like Carl's Jr.
Anyways, moving on. Violence, including displays of serious injury and events related to violent extremism. Because heaven forbid someone might get offended on one video out of the literal millions of videos that have been posted on YouTube over the course of the past decade. And I'm sorry, events related to violent extremism? So as long as you post a video reporting on violent extremism, which is a news report, it is strictly fact-based and is not supposed to offer any form of opinion whatsoever, that's okay. But as soon as someone decides to express their opinion on it, then it becomes no longer advertiser-friendly? Also, inappropriate language, including harassment, profanity, and vulgar language. Now, while I'll refer you to my previous statement on that.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
And this I have a larger problem with, but I'll save that more for the end as it ties into several other things, and I don't want to dart down a tangent just yet, so we'll continue on past that for a bit. Also, promotion of drugs and regulated substances, including selling, use, and abuse of such items. Now this one, I actually don't give two shits about. Moving on. Controversial and sensitive subjects in events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters, and tragedies, even if graphic imagery is not shown. Now, this is the big one, people, so get prepared for a good old-fashioned SidAlpha rant on this last one. First off, YouTube, fuck you, you goddamn limp dick, social justice pandering, weak-willed, ignorant, oblivious group of complete and utter fucking morons. You have all lost your goddamn minds if you were trying to drive a further wedge between you and your content creators, you know, the people that generate all the videos to which you pull in all this ad revenue on. Then congratulations, you did it. And yes, I know you're desperate. I understand that. YouTube Red just pissed people off, and you're trying to stay afloat because 70%, actually it was 68% as of 2014, so I'm fucking hoping it's only risen by 2%, but let's be serious. 70% of the people that watch YouTube are actively using ad blockers, which has put you into dire straits. It's forced channels that were strictly YouTube before to branch out and go into Twitch and use Patreon and other methods to supplement their income because the ad revenue on YouTube is fucking anemic compared to even a year ago. I've watched it go down even on my channel. So I get it. I do. And just so you, the viewers, know, in order for a YouTuber to go full-time 3 to 4 years ago, they could, if they had 25,000 subs or more, and be able to do it okay just off of the ad revenue. Now, if you wanted to live off the ad revenue alone today, you would need closer to 75 to 100,000 subscribers. Ad revenue is disgusting, and this has been just one more play for YouTube to try and stay alive in spite of all the people out there that are spending their free time watching YouTube videos with ad block turned on. You know what that does, right? That literally forces YouTube to pay for the electricity and the staff and hardware to maintain the systems that provide you with the videos you watch every day out of their own pockets and the goodness of their hearts, which is not exactly the best way to run a business now, is it? No. Says the guy with 1,100 subscribers who's doing content on his channel not for the money, because there's no real money. I should really rethink my life a little bit. Well, but guess what, all you people with ad block, guess what? You did this. Each and every one of you collectively did this. You might get offended by this, but guess what? I don't fucking care. I have built my channel around what is right and fair, and sometimes that means playing the part of the bad guy. I've said it before, and I would rather burn my channel to the fucking ground than betray my morals or ethics, and so this is me making good on that promise yet again. And I know I have to be the dick, and I have to defend the corporate entity to a certain extent here, while also at the same time slapping them in the fucking face, which is a really weird conundrum to be in, but so fucking be it. What YouTube is doing with these terms are abjectly stupid, and will only serve in pissing people off. But this also shows the amount of shit they have on the shelf to combat the last revenue from these ad blockers, and I can easily see YouTube circling the fucking drain with without something changing drastically. And I know a lot of people argue about, well, what about the passion and your quote-unquote love of the craft? Trust me, guys, it's still there. Trust me. But I do not make ridiculous amounts of money. My regular job that I work 50 to 60 hours a week pulls in $46,000 a year. Salary, and I'm too small to get review code on video games on a consistent basis because as much as I love and adore my 1,100 subscribers, most publishers won't even deign to respond to your email unless you sport 25,000 or more. So don't ask me, what about the love of the craft? That's the only reason why my channel is here, is for the love of gaming and the love of being able to share that passion with you guys. But at the same time, I don't want the platform that allows me to do that to fucking disappear due to people using ad blocker and that platform itself making dumbass fucking decisions. So I understand where you're coming from, YouTube, but this certainly isn't the fucking way, and deeming content advertiser-unfriendly because of language? I'm sorry, but if a person is rude, crude, or crass, it doesn't fucking matter. So am I when I'm talking like this. I'm rude, I'm crude, I cuss up a fucking storm when I'm going on a rant like this. You know why? Because I feel things, because I'm passionate, because I'm relating this emotion to you while I'm talking to you about this situation. That's what people do when they make content, and that's what the subscribers are attracted to. Is that emotion, that drive, and that passion. You know, when I'm not pissed off, I can be quite civil. But right now, I'm in a very much fucking fuck everybody frame of mind. It's been a horrendous week at work. Plus, I have copyright issues to deal with because of your fucking content ID claim system that I have to deal with. Also because the music industry is a huge fucking dick sore. And all I want to do is play some games and do some reviews. But no, I have to come here and deal with your mess, YouTube. So thank you for that. People watch your creators for their personalities, all right? You need to understand that. They do. And not only what they say, but yes, very much how they say it. So instead of knuckling under and throwing out pansy-ass guidelines like these, how about you grow a fucking pair and start doing something about the ad blocking? Websites have been able to detect ad blockers and ask viewers to whitelist their pages for literally years. If you're really this hard up, then do something that people can respect you for. And block people, maybe just flat out fucking block people from viewing the videos unless and until they whitelist YouTube. Yeah, some people are going to be pissed. Probably some people watching this video are going to be really pissed. But what you're doing here is undermining the people that create all of the content that you earn money on yet again. Stand up for your fucking creators for a change and show that you have a goddamn backbone, because if you keep doing things like this, then the site that so many people love will die horribly. And don't get me wrong, I love this site. I love the people that I've met here, the fans that follow me, and being able to interact with other like-minded individuals and show the passions for gaming that I have had since my Atari 2600 and Commodore 64 days with other gamers, to help protect consumers from a top-heavy, greed-encompassed industry that is bloated with far too many horrible games out there, and oh so many games that have enriched our lives to no end. You, YouTube, you have allowed all of this and so much more to be possible, and I do hope one day to make this my career. I do. I want to make it my career until I can't form a coherent sentence anymore, but if you keep doing things like this, YouTube, I won't get that chance. And neither will a lot of people. So cut the fucking bullshit and do something to protect YouTube, its creators, and the fans. We all deserve it. And I know it's easier to try and make some modifications to the status quo instead of coming up with something new, because much like this video, sometimes something different has to be done. Like I usually say, my outro here, I usually say my outro here because I'm done with my fucking video and try to remind people to do all the things. But if you keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, people stop listening and nothing changes. So change something.